Hi, happy Wednesday. Um, let- it's been a busy day. I think I've actually got my sleep straightened out, which is good, which means I'm tired and want to go to bed soon. So who knows how long this will be. Um, it's been I got a lot accomplished today. A lot accomplished. Um, tomorrow, first informational um, tarot video, which will be emphasizing on a couple of different spreads for doing tarot readings. I'm going to do spreads first and then go into the how and whys of what cards mean and everything. So I figured it'd be an easy way to do it. So yeah, that starts tomorrow. Um, on Facebook, I asked people what they might want to hear, and I didn't get anything. But that's okay. I don't think a lot of people are coming over and actually looking at these. I did look before when I was doing them on Facebook. I don't know why um, it's so much harder. I think it's more of a they aren't like getting the notification, even though I'm like doing a post saying I'm doing it. I don't think they're getting a notification. That's okay. It's just the way it is. Um, hopefully, I get this rolling and I'll get my views and my subscriptions up. Which reminds me, if you're watching this, hit subscribe. I need subscribers. You need to have 1,000 subscribers before that you can monetize videos, and I want the educational videos to be monetized. Um, really couldn't care less about these ones being monetized. The fact that they're on the same channel, yeah, it makes a difference. Um, so what am I about? I thought about this, and I'm going to do something horrible. I'm going to talk about politics. People need to wake up, plain and simple. People need. Um, I had a conversation, just on Facebook, and I had earlier in the week, or it might have been the end of last week. I don't know. Had another conversation with another one of my friends. Now, both of these friends are highly, and they're very nice people too. Um, but they hear when it comes to politics, and they shut down. Now, if smart people are doing this, what do you think the average run of the mill people are doing? I'm not on one side or the other is doing it. I know that it's on both sides. People do that. When they hear their certain buzzwords, they shut down. And it's like the most upset me. Basically, the way this person shut down. Um, how do I say this? The way they shut down Basically, anybody who disagrees with the administration and wants to fight about it and who wants to actually do something to help their community at the same time and who doesn't like racist people um, are bad. That they're all Antifa and they're all bad. That's messed up. It had to do with a video about people going around and filling in potholes because their local government wasn't doing it. Um, we all we all know it, but it's like these people were in this person's mind labeled as Antifa, and it's like no, they weren't. And it's like because this is a intelligent person, that means that this extremely wide um, definition of what bad is what is being put out, and that anybody who disagrees is bad. It's like we need to wake up. I'm sure that there are people on the other side, on the left side, that are just as bad. But it's like we all need to wake up. Um, we need to help each other. It's like these talking heads that are telling us this or that, they aren't for us. They aren't. Um, the big corporations, they aren't going to take care of us. Our government, the way it is right now, isn't going to. We need to take care of us. And part of taking care of us is actually coming together, because that's the one thing that the powers that be want. They want us to not be together. They want us to not hear each other. The huge wide brush of anybody who disagrees is evil, bad. They want that. They don't want us to actually listen to each other and talk to each other. And that's what we need to do. We need to listen to each other and talk to each other. The media, whether you're looking at right-wing media or left-wing media or whatever, a lot of it is feeding us a line of bull. And we need to wake up to that. We've got it. We get so many different messages. We don't even know what. I'm sorry, but I don't know what to believe anymore. And that's bad. It's like they're creating our reality, and it needs to stop. This past weekend, I read your living room. They did a pretty good job. It looks pretty good. Part of your room had to do with moving the TV and stuff like that. And I unplugged the TV and neglected to plug it back in for like 2 days. And you know what? Not watching the news, not watching political news felt good. It did. It felt good to be cut off and to just be dealing with my everyday stuff without hearing my everyday stuff. And so, yeah, they're feeding us a bunch of crap that just to stress us out and to make us not hear each other. And I want to hear you. Even if stuff I absolutely hate, abhor is what the word I was looking for. Um, I still want to hear it. I want to listen to you. And I would like it if you listened to me too. Yeah, you're going to hear some things you don't like. Yar. What are you going to hear? Um, that I complete overhaul of us. I don't want to ban anything. I am for a basic wage, a basic living wage for everyone, paid by the government and gotten from the corporations. I am for of corporate subsidies, and I am for companies being charged tariffs. Yes, or import too much of something, whatever it is they sell. If they import too much of whatever it is they sell, that they could be making here. Like, let's say steel. Steel is, yeah, that doesn't really apply. Lumber, that doesn't really apply. A radio, that applies. A car, that applies. In other words, make these huge corporations actually pay their taxes, even if they move their companies headquarters overseas or whatever. Have them pay the taxes on each thing that they bring into the country. If they're not, if they've made it so they aren't paying their taxes, make it so they have to anyway. Will the price of things go up? Oh, hell yeah. But we would gain a lot more in jobs. I am for universal health care. I don't think we should have to pay for it. Our health down when it comes to industrialized countries. We do not have the best health care in the world, not even close. And part of that has to do with lack of access. We need to fix that. We don't need to be taking money from poor people just so they can get basic health care. Nobody should have to go without eating healthy food. Yeah, I think that we should expand the food stamp. We should. I think we should do a lot of things um, free college tuition nationwide. There are lots of things we can do. And yeah, so like I said, depending on where you land on the spectrum of politics, you're probably going to hear things you don't like from me. But I have a right to those beliefs, and you have a right to yours. And I'm just saying, don't shut down when you hear the buzzwords, when you hear the things that the people handing out the Kool-Aid say you shouldn't like. Because the people handing out the Kool-Aid are not your friends. You may think they are, but they're not your friends. I'm assuming everybody knows what that means. Um, it's based on Jim Jones back in, I think it was the 70s. I believe it was the 70s. He was a cult leader. And his followers killed themselves drinking Kool-Aid. Um, and that's where it came from. I believe that's where it came from. But what it really means is somebody trying to get you to indoctrinate you and make you believe what they believe and spout off what they want you to say. Um, when you drink the Kool-Aid, it means that you are going to do and say whatever it is they want you to. And it's like, let's leave the Kool-Aid alone and just drink real Kool-Aid. All right? And actually listen. It's like you might think that I'm too how do you say it? Well, too much of a socialist. You might even call me a commie. But that's okay. I don't care. But admit that I might have some ideas that aren't so bad. And I'll admit that you might have some ideas that aren't so bad. And maybe we can come together. It's like I was talking about two friends um, that were of a different political belief than myself. One of them, we got past the buzzwords. It turned in one conversation a while back, and it turned out that when it came to the subject we were talking about, we actually believed exactly the same thing. When we set down the Kool-Aid, we could actually find out that we believed the same thing. But put in all the buzzwords and shut down when you hear those buzzwords, you won't find out that the person on the other side of the conversation is actually saying what you want to hear. Um, I've been talking to for about 20 minutes. Um, well, almost. Like I said, click subscribe. Um, it'll help me watch this whole thing through the whole way, and convince other people to do it too. I need 1,000 hours, 4,000 hours of viewing, and 1,000 subscriptions. And it'll help me when it comes to my educational ones. That the first real educational one will be tomorrow. Yay! Yeah, I'm scared. Which is kind of stupid if you think about it. It's on a subject that I do in my sleep. And I'm doing the wimpiest one for the wimpiest way to do it for the first one. Teaching you a couple of different spreads for doing tarot cards. It's the wimpiest thing way to do it, and it's something I can do in my sleep. It's like, yeah, and I'm scared because it means I'm actually doing it, and that makes me scared. But I will get through it, and I will teach you all two very simple spreads. And then the next video after that, um, I don't know if that will be an empowerment video or doing the Celtic Cross. I'm not sure yet because I haven't written it down yet. Yes, I'm writing down a basic script for these things. Will I stick to them 100%? Probably not, knowing me. But I'm writing it down so I don't leave stuff out and I actually do it right. Unlike this, that it's totally unscripted, because this is my journal. Plain and simple, this is my journal. I'm just doing it verbally, that's all. And if you enjoy my journal, I'm happy for it. But this is my journal. I'm going to be doing the actual real videos during the daytime when there's enough light, and those ones are going to be on Mondays and Thursdays. I plan on, it's not going to happen this week, but I plan on Patreon, which I'm signing up for Patreon. I haven't put up the link yet, but I am signing up for Patreon. I'm going to be doing meditation videos on Fridays for Patreon for any subscribers that I get on Patreon. If I don't know if anybody really you hear videos talking about Patreon at the end of them usually. I don't know how many of y'all know what Patreon is. It's a website that is set up kind of like Facebook or YouTube or or Snapchat. It's set up like a social networking site, and people can donate money to help you create things of value. Whether or not they do is another matter, but people can do that, and you can set up rewards things for that. And a reward thing that I'm going to be setting up is the meditational videos for people who subscribe or who do a certain amount of donations in a week. They'll be able to see the Friday video, and it'll just be a simple meditation, guided meditation. Guided meditations do have some value. They have a lot of value. They can really help you center and I'm not going to get into it right now. I've already been talking for almost 25 minutes, and yeah, but that's what Patreon is. It's all about donating to help people create in many different ways. And so that's why I'm signing up for Patreon, because I'm trying to create these motivational and tarot instruction and energy work instruction and all of that. I'm doing educational self-help videos. And so that's why I'm signing up for it. And hopefully people will go over there and help me with it. We will see. Um, as I said, subscribe button, press it. We know you want to. I know you want to. You'll get something out of it. You know what you'll get? You'll get the satisfying feeling of making me happy. Be awesome, wouldn't it? You know I'm happy. It'll just make your day. So press that button. Do it. Do it. You can do it. Well, stop being silly and I'm saying good night and enjoy.